Thanks everybody for joining us today for another episode of Smart TV. We really appreciate everybody being on with us today. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Today we wanted to take some time, let me fix that camera there. So we're on live on Facebook, on Twitter and Periscope, and on YouTube. So please follow us on any of those sites. Ask us questions if you have any questions for us. Would love to get feedback from you and any questions you have. Today we're going to talk about social selling, how to actually sell on social media, and really fun. This is a big question we get a lot from businesses of how do we actually make this work? How can we convert on social? How do we make sure that we can generate revenue from social media? So in my mind, I look at social media from the standpoint of there's really two ways you can generate revenue from social media as far as like making a sell. One is what I would consider an indirect sell, and that is where you are basically putting out posts, you're sharing a link to your website, and then you're directing everybody over to your site, to your website to make the sell. So you're not making the sell on social, you're actually moving them off of social media onto your website where you can make the sale there, or a landing page you've set up. So that's one way you can do it, is just use your social as a way to get that interest and get people to go over to that site to buy. Another way is to actually sell right on social media. Literally, they don't even have to leave their social site and they'll make a sell. So that's another thing that we're going to talk about today as well, is how can you do that? How do you make a sell on social without having the people leave their social sites? It's a really great way to do it. I'm excited for the prospects of what's out there for this and how we can make this better. So there's really advantages and disadvantages of selling on a landing page or website as well as selling on social media. And so we're going to talk about this a little bit today. So if you have questions about selling on your website, getting people off of social to that site, or even selling on social media directly, feel free to let us know, message us, use the SMRT TV hashtag if you'd like to. I'm going to jump in here.
A lot of people, when they're asking us about social media and the benefits of why should my business be on social, they say, well, I don't want to just be seen and like have people like my page. I want to actually make sales. Like, how can we actually make sales on social? So these two ways are, social media sites are making it way easier for you to actually make those direct sales on your social sites.
Absolutely. So let's take a bit to talk about the indirect way, getting them off the social to the website, basically.
Okay.
One thing that's important that to realize about anything on selling online is you need to realize that every step of the way is another step in your sales funnel. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not just we talk to the people, we get them to buy. There's steps along that process, and so you need to realize that if you break down your funnel based upon each one of those steps, then you'll have a better chance of measuring the progress of what's happening and where are people dropping off. Mm-hmm. Typically, the more steps, every step has a percentage of drop off that will happen. I'm not sure what language that one is in.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys for joining us so much. So every time there's the step in the process, you're going to lose people. They're going to fall off of your sales. So you want to realize what are those percentages, how much are you getting lost at each one of those steps, and then how can you prevent that loss from happening?
Just like if you're sending out your direct mail and you send, 300 flyers out, maybe you're only going to get 10 people to actually call your business. Same with social media posting and trying to get those people to go to your website. You're going to get maybe 100 people to click on it, but how many of those people are actually going to buy? You need to be aware of that so you can kind of have better control of it.
Exactly, and that's huge. I think a lot of people miss that.
Totally, and we've seen that happen.
Yes, we absolutely have. So I would say step one, if you're going to sell on your website, the first thing you need to do is understand the process, all the steps you're going to have your customer go through to make sure that you walk yourself through those as well. Anytime we set up campaigns for our customers, when we do their online marketing, is we're testing them. We become the first customer that buys. Mm-hmm. So we go through the steps. If we're taking them to the landing page, okay, Does the landing page look good? Is it designed? I'm going to enter my information in. I'm going to hit the send button and buy it myself.
Yeah, just
because
the process.
It's crazy, but it happens so often that you think it's set up properly, and then it blows up in your face, and it doesn't work out. You're not getting those leads, and we've had challenges in the past. We've had those challenges in the past ourselves. We have, so that's why we always vet it. Mm-hmm. Go through the process from the user standpoint so that you make sure that every step works. If you need to switch to a different computer, so it's a different IP address or a different browser to use to help you to get that, come at it from a user standpoint and go through the whole process and be your first sell so that you know that the sell is made for one, and then look at what parts of the process are too clumsy, aren't well defined. Those kinds of things will help out quite a bit. Do some user testing along those lines would be really helpful.
Yeah, being aware of your buying process is super important, and I think too of like a longer buying process, of if you're a more service-based company or a more relationship-based company, this is where a pixel would be really handy, because a part of your selling process would be educating people on why to buy. So they may click around your site in other areas. This is why a blog would be super important, or other helpful, like you're an expert in your business, to be able to tell people why it's super awesome to buy from you. A pixel could be really helpful in that, to see where they're actually clicking and what they're learning before they get to that next step of buying.
Exactly. So like we were saying, that the Facebook pixel is a great way to track. You can do link tracking services like Bitly, or Post is another one that does that. Hootsuite has their own system, Owly, that they've put in there that shortens the link and does the tracking as well. I'm not a huge fan of that one myself. Just because they kind of control the data on that one. But there's different things like that. So track those people off. Google Analytics is something you're going to want to set up on your website, as well as if you have a landing page you build and other things, you're going to want to make sure that you have your Google Analytics set up so that you can track how people are, what is the behavior, what's going on there as well. One site that I've used for some of our clients is Inspectlet. Is a site. It's a heat map site. It can show you where people are clicking. It can show you where they're looking, where's their mouse moving to. Inspectlet is a great way to just know what's happening on the landing page, what is going on with that page, so that you can refine it and make it better. If they're not scrolling down to where the access is to sign up, if there's a lot of content and they have to scroll down to get to the point where they fill out the form or hit the buy button or whatever, and they're not scrolling, then you might need to move that button up. So that's another great way to get some feedback for you. So always get feedback and test. How many people are going to each step in the process, and that's important. So if you're doing this, grab people off Facebook. Now they're going to click a link. How many people click that link to go to our site? How many people hit that site? Exactly. What are they clicking on the site? What are they doing? Do they have to go through multiple steps to buy from that point? Or is there just a buy now and then they just enter the credit card and they buy? So which part are you losing people? Because you will get a percentage of people who will add it to their shopping cart and then won't fulfill the purchase. You get people who look at the page but won't actually add it to the cart. So you want to know who those people are, or know how many are there, and how can you mitigate that?
Yeah, using some of those tools like Bitly and the Facebook pixels and everything like that will allow you to become a detective of your customers and get some insight on why are they buying, why are they not buying, what can we do to get every person to go to the site to buy.
Yeah, and if you're pulling that data off, especially like with the Facebook pixel, you can do retargeting to them.
Yeah, that's
on Facebook as well. So if they abandon the cart, we want to run an ad to these people. Bam, and it shows right back up on Facebook next time you're out there.
Weren't you interested in this product?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I was going to buy that.
Yeah, retargeting is a great way to bring that in as well. So look at those things, look at those steps, because that's going to help you in making sure that your sales is working properly. Okay, get those set up. Sales on online sales is really as much about analytics as it is making the sale itself.
Totally.
So you need to track that analytics.
And use those tools that are available, such as Bitly and the Facebook pixels.
Oh yeah.
Use all that data that's available to you to be able to track it.
Exactly. There's
It's
a
gonna
lot
help
of
you in the long run.
totally. It really makes a huge difference.
Totally, yeah.
One thing that I'll tell you is a bit of a pet peeve of mine from a design standpoint is the page itself. A lot of companies have this tendency of building a page that has all their products on it, and then you can go buy each product, but they don't have a page for each individual product. So you could be, if you've got, let's say, 4 products, you're going to put out a post to mention this one product. But when they go to the page, they see all the products.
Yeah.
And that's confusing because they're going, okay, wait, I wanted this
What
product,
about
but
that
which
one?
one here? So sometimes it's nice to have, it's okay to have a product page with all your products on it, but consider having a separate page with each individual product by themselves with some recommendations for other products that you have. And then that keeps their attention focused on what the product is that they originally clicked on that link for. Okay, so that'll help you. Make sure those pages are designed to sell. Most of the time people design them just to put some information up and that's it. Or we see this is huge in the B2B stuff, is you put the lead page together, and it's a contact us page on your website. Oh yeah, we want to generate a lead, so we'll put this contact us page up there, but then we don't realize that the page doesn't say anything about why they should sign up or why they should fill this out or give us their email address or anything.
What's in it for them? That's what every person wants to know, is what's in it for me? Like, what is your clear call to action? Do you just want to contact us about something random? Or do you want to sign up for this white paper? Or
Exactly.
get this lead for
all
this?
of that makes a huge difference.
Totally.
So design it. Make sure that page is designed specifically to sell and to get the people to sign up and do what you want. That page should help them explain why they need to fill this out. If it's not directing them to fill that out, directing them to the action you want them to do, then you're going to lose a lot more people that way. So make sure you're focusing it. That'll help tremendously. So those are some things you can do if you're going to encourage people to sell or buy from you on your website. If you're going to take them off of social with links directly to your site, to do that. And it's not bad to do that directly to your site, have the product pages there, because that shows SEO with those links. People going off of social to your website increases your SEO value with those links. If you don't have a really good site, or you're still in some testing, you're not sure if you want to put a full thing together, get a landing page. I mean, use something like Unbounce or other sites like that where you can build a quick landing page that works really fast. Build it, get it designed out, and test a few different versions of it if you want to see if it's going to work or not. Make sure it works before you put all the money into hiring your developer to reevaluate your entire website.
Take a couple of your employees and sit them down and say, okay, pretend like you're going to buy this product, and watch what they do, and test out your own designs to make sure it's working
totally
out.
should.
And a few different types of people, your employees or friends, mentors, family members, to get that insight.
Yeah, so that's very important. So if you have any other questions on selling on social media, whether it's driving people off of social to your website, or it's doing sales directly on social media, feel free to message us, let us know. If you want to use the hashtag SMRTTV, you can as well, to send us your questions and comments. We're live on Facebook and Twitter and Periscope, as well as YouTube. So feel free to reach out to us and let us know what questions you have about how to sell on social media for your business also. Let's talk now about selling directly on social media. This is a subject that is exciting. Unfortunately, it's relatively new.
I don't know if you guys maybe saw over the weekend, there's a new little button on the bottom of your Facebook newsfeed.
Yep.
It says Facebook Marketplace.
There's a new way to sell on Facebook. Really, there's been other ways of selling on Facebook, but now Facebook's actually making products themselves.
Yeah.
So
cool.
There's a few fun things with this. Did you get in and play with the marketplace?
I did a little bit, yeah.
What did you find about it? Explain it to everybody.
I thought that the Facebook Marketplace is a great opportunity for everyone to... Okay, so let's go back a little bit. So Facebook wants to be your native place for everything, right? They want you to see your instant articles there. They want you to be able to connect with your friends there and message businesses. And at first, when Facebook realized that a lot of businesses were using their pages, like, we need to make it easier for businesses to connect with their customers. And the buyable pins were coming out, and like the clickable Twitter ads were coming out and everything. And I think that this Facebook version of the marketplace is going to keep people on Facebook more. That's what I think from it, is it's going to keep people on Facebook instead of having to click away from it, because that's what they want.
Yeah, they want to keep you on there.
That's what I got from it.
Yeah, exactly. I looked at it and it reminded me of like a Craigslist or like a classified ads type system. I mean, KSL.com has a pretty good classified system here in Utah, and I think once people in Utah realize this, that's going to change.
They're going to move away from KSL.
And some of the Facebook groups about yard sales and other things, I think, are going to go that way as well.
Yeah.
So
totally. It's going to keep people from visiting other sites such as Craigslist, or it's going to be competing with that, I'd say.
Yeah. So Marketplace right now is set up. Facebook's Marketplace. It's on the mobile app. You'll see it at the bottom of the screen in your features. They've taken the Messenger icon and moved it up into the corner of the app and then put the Marketplace icon down there. So what it means basically is you go in, you can look for stuff that is in your area or do searches for certain types of products and see if people around you are selling it. Then you can message directly with them through there to negotiate your price and when am I going to come pick it up and where and everything else. So it facilitates the communication and everything too. So businesses can use this. I do not believe it is accessible from a business page.
We have the products and services portion you can get on your Facebook page that I think you could possibly, if you're a brand like us, maybe we have our personal Facebook pages, we could maybe put an ad on Marketplace saying come visit our Facebook page. I don't know if they're gonna
I haven't seen if Facebook's gonna ding you on that one or not,
but we'll have to find out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try a few different things. So the thing is to realize that if you have a business and you're selling stuff, you can post them on Facebook Marketplace from your personal page and say, hey, here's things that we're selling and here's the price and things, and get them out there. If you have products especially, is really, really good. Yes, we have heard of that. The network marketing companies out you're talking about. So that's a great way to sell products. Even with network marketing, you usually have in network marketing, you usually have a lot of products, and oftentimes those companies have guidelines they want you to follow to help you in selling, and that's good to follow those guidelines. Facebook Marketplace is probably new enough that they don't fully understand how it works. I'm
sure you'll see a lot of those on there.
You probably will. I think you will. I think it'd be a great place to have, from your personal page, sell some of your products on the Facebook Marketplace.
Try it out.
Whether it's your health supplements, Niken has their magnets and things. There's books, cosmetics with Mary Kay and other ones. Sell them. Put them up there. Put some ads up. Put some specials and deals together.
And let us know how it worked for you.
Yeah, I would love to hear more about how that works. Do double check with your main company, the parent company, to see if they have restrictions on online sales. I know oftentimes in the insurance industry or others, they do have restrictions on making a sale directly online. And so you just want to be careful with that, especially in the network marketing space. There's a lot of regulations with the Federal Trade Commission. So just review what your company says first before you do it. And if they seem okay with it, then go ahead and put them up on Marketplace and see what you can do to generate some extra sales in the local area for yourself that way. And I think any company, like a baker, if you own a bakery, why not?
Totally.
Put them up there. Tell people about them. You know, it's not just your friends and family. It's people can locate them within their geographic area and so forth. So it's another way to get your sales out there and get things happening.
Yeah, it's
so
a cool opportunity.
Look at the Facebook Marketplace as an opportunity. That's very, very important to help out. Now, another one that's been around for a long time, this has probably been the most prolific way to sell on Facebook and social media sites, is a third-party site called Shopify. And they've been coming in. We've got a few comments coming through. So Shopify is a third-party platform that you put your products on. They can help design the landing pages and things for you. Then you can sell directly on social media. They actually give you the ability to sell on Facebook, so people can buy while they're on your Facebook page.
People, I think, enjoy Shopify and sites like that because they have the back end built into it. So it's kind of a really user-friendly way to sell and kind of get those links out there. It's integrated really well with social sites. So I think
Yes.
that people feel like Shopify is kind of like, it's really awesome
It
and
is.
easy to use. So
Yeah, it doesn't
wide
doesn't
variety
cost a
of people
ton.
use it.
It doesn't cost a ton to use. It just takes some time to set it up. If you're very tech averse, you might need someone to help you walk through some of those steps of putting those pages together, those kinds of things. I'm French. Oh, bonjour. So there's a lot of fun that you can do with Shopify. And really, Shopify is doing what the social sites probably should do, and they probably will do at some point.
So yeah, don't forget about like the fact that Facebook has their own little back end, payment processing, shipping, tracking, inventory tracking, and stuff like that too. But I believe that you have to achieve a certain level of Facebook business brand awareness to like unlock that within your Facebook page. But Facebook totally has that capability to handle product sales and service sales just right in your Facebook business page too.
You can do some
beyond the
things.
Facebook marketplace.
Exactly. So look for those things. I think they're going to be refining that more.
I hope.
So that they might end up consuming Shopify out or
I can
buying
see
them out
that
or something.
happening too.
And Twitter's working on it as well.
Oh,
They're trying to get that going also. So hopefully things work out. Let's see. I missed that one. The other thing to think about, now Shopify works for Facebook and Twitter. It does work for Pinterest. Pinterest still has come out with their own system called the Buyable Pin. And this is where you can sell on Pinterest. Pinterest is the #1 window shopping site that's out there. People love to go to Pinterest to find ideas for products and find products. And then they build the boards around products they want to have. And so if they're doing that, why not provide a way to buy it right there on the spot?
Totally.
So Buyable Pins is a really nice way to get more sales on social media. You can sell right
SEO
right
too,
there.
Like
Yeah.
you can search, buy Bible pins. You can filter out the entire site to just look at Bible pins, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
I do want this DIY bed frame, but I don't really want to do it on myself, but I want it to look like I did. Bible pins.
Bible pin. There you go, exactly. So look at those as well. Bible Pins is a great way to sell on Pinterest. It's a huge site, a lot of opportunity there as well. Another one that's common.
Thanks for everyone watching.
Yeah, we appreciate your comments that are coming in. If you have any other questions about online selling, social media selling, how to get people to buy your products and services online, let us know. That's what we're going to be talking about and focusing on today. One of the things I want to talk about is a site that a lot of people know about for online selling, and that's Etsy. That's a great place to buy stuff as well. A lot of good things that you can do with that. And they do have the full payment processing system in place.
They do.
So it's like Shopify, but better in a way.
Yeah, super user-friendly and pretty cheap. That's why the handmade goods and stuff is just crazy on Etsy.
They've really attached to that market.
Yeah, good tracking and everything like that for your shipping and inventory counts and things like that. You may have to build something into your everyday business if you are selling, for your farmers markets or other events that you're being a vendor at, and maybe you have products that are handmade. You may want to build in your inventory that you sell during every event into something like Shopify or Etsy to kind of keep track of that all too.
Yeah.
They're really great about that. So.
And they do have some good analytics to at least help you know where your sales are coming from, what's going on.
Yeah, totally.
So it's a good site, a lot of good things. And these rules still apply for B2B sales also. If you're not directly selling, but you are actually doing just lead generation. You need to generate a lead, then you can call them back and work with it. That's great too. Use landing pages, use your website. Lead ads is a great ad on Facebook that we use a lot, that we found even be more effective than a landing page. You still need a landing page if you're going to sell on Twitter and some of those other sites, but on Facebook they have an ad. I guess it's an ad.
It's called lead generation.
Yeah, it's an ad type. And what's cool about it is you go in there, you put it together and say, here's the kind of information we need. So instead of sending people to a page, where they can then fill out the form to sign up for your email address or things like that. What you do is the lead ad will pop up a form on Facebook that they can fill out right there on the spot. They're still in Facebook filling out your lead form.
They don't even have to click away to another site within Facebook. It's literally within the post.
It just pulls it right up. And
try that out.
and the other nice thing about it too is it auto-populates Facebook data.
Yeah.
So if you have your phone number and email address and things in your profile, when you click on the button to say, yes, I'm interested in this, it pulls your data in and you just confirm it and you're done.
Yep.
So you don't even have to fill it out. It'll fill it out for you with your Facebook information. So it really is a fast way. It takes several steps out of that process.
Yeah.
We've seen clients see a bigger increase on that ad selection rather than use the landing pages.
Because it eliminates those steps in the process.
Yep, totally. It makes it so much easier. So those are some things to consider when selling online. We're kind of ran over time a little bit, but we appreciate everybody coming in and working with us.
Selling online.
It's a lot of fun. Selling online is a lot of fun. There's a lot of great things you can do with it. So what we want you guys to do is come follow Smart TV on YouTube. Come see all the previous episodes that we have out there. We do this every week, Mondays at noon, so come follow us, come see us next week as well, and we'll do some more fun Smart TV episodes. I was just going to look up what we have on the list. Next week's going to be a fun one. How to advertise on social media during the holidays. How to use the holidays for your marketing and advertising. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be great.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Exactly. So stick around next week for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come follow us. If you have any other questions on online marketing, always come reach out to Smart Social. We're on pretty much all the social networks as well. So this will be great. SMRT is our company name. There's our logo and things. So we'd love to see more of you. If you have questions about marketing for your business, reach out to us. We'd love to help you out and answer those. And we might even be able to make an entire episode of our Smart TV about that as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. So thanks for following us, everybody, and we'll see you guys next week.